I would like to commend you today for what you're doing. I've heard so many of you say, it's really been a blessing to see the church stepping into the challenges of this present moment. Staff, deacons, Bible study groups, church members are reaching out to one another, finding ways to engage, to minister, to check in. Otherwise, just simply care for one another. Thank you for what you're doing. It matters. What if today, or perhaps through the weekend, you and I would reach out to one of what we might call or refer to as a casual friend, somebody that we miss seeing. Maybe he or she's not a church member, just someone that you see on occasion, and when you do, you're glad you did. You know that person. On an average day, we interact between 11 and 16 times with casual acquaintances. Think your favorite barista at the coffee shop, or the colleague that you always see, in the break room. Now that we live in a time of that's so weird of social distancing, stay at home, and all of that, these once common interactions, they've all but disappeared. We no longer have physical reminders that we're that we're a part of a wider social network. Reaching out to show someone that you're thinking of them will make you and them feel a bit closer during this challenging time. So think of the right way to reach out to that person. Is it a text, a phone call, an email, a Facebook message? I don't know. You decide. It may depend on who the person is and how well you know them. What would put the least amount of pressure on the recipient? If you don't get a response, don't worry about it. Don't take it personally. Just think about it as a kind of interaction that's, similar to smiling at a colleague walking down the hallway. Sometimes you might stop and chat, and sometimes you might not. So instead of expecting a reply, just enjoy the knowledge that your message, your call, your effort is likely to deliver a little bit of happiness for them. It will for you too. Set an expectation for a short, simple conversation. It'll help avoid the feeling that socializing is just another item I've got on my to-do list. I don't want it to be a pressure or a burden. But if you end up talking more than you thought you would, share something about yourself. Maybe a story about your pet or your child, something funny. Tell them about something going on at church. Build relationship, rapport, and trust. It may feel awkward at first, but reaching out to an acquaintance will create a spark of joy for both you and them while you're connecting with one another. Whatever you do, human connection matters. I know you matter to me. Thank you for your prayers, your cards, your calls, your kind words. I encourage you to reach out to others. You'll be glad you did. So until we meet again, virtually or physically, stay safe, stay well, and stay connected to God and one another as you're able. It matters. Blessings.